So what did you do to your hand?
I broke this little bone right here, the metacarpal on the fourth finger, just broke in half. It didn't displace, so it didn't move over, but it cracked all around. And this happened maybe like 8, 9 days ago, and we're here at the World Cup.
So what are you gonna do?
So yesterday I tried to practice. I got Trish so I don't ride with this. I just have this all day, every day, just so I don't hit it with something. Like I have motion, I have quite a bit of strength, but the hard part is just landing, like holding the bars. Every time you land, it's like it pushes right in this part of your hand, which is where it's broken. So I tried this pad and this like taping around, and I think it wasn't the right one. So I'm gonna try. We have practice again tomorrow. I'm gonna try a smaller pad, try to reconfigure the whole situation and see how that feels. But I mean, I know that it's gonna be really tough to try to do well with a broken hand when everybody's landing everything already, and I'm just trying to jump straight and hope that I don't case or land flat.
What did you do to break it? What were you doing? You land flat?
I don't even want to say what I did. It's
Super embarrassing?
It's very embarrassing.
Say it.
I did an inside foot jump whip, perfect, beautiful. As the frame was coming around, my foot this did on the tire, and he just catapulted me to the flat bottom of my hands. Like Vadermeyer watching, he's like, dude, it looked like you fell from the sky. Like you landed so hard. And at first I thought it was just out of place because I could feel that it was weird. And I dislocated fingers before, and I pulled them and I just get them back in. So I try for maybe like an hour. Like I waited, try, and then I was like, there's something wrong here. And I went to the doctor, and she's like, yeah, you broke this in half.
How long did they say until you can ride normal?
So I have a follow-up in 3 more weeks. They say that it would take between 4 and 5 weeks for the bone to be healed up. So luckily, when I went to the doctor, I was like, hey man, I want to compete next week. What can I do? He's like, well, it's gonna be rough. It's gonna be really hard for, holding your bars. I'll give you a splint and, take it off when you're going to ride, tape it, try to do as much as you can to keep it stable. And you can try out. It's gonna hurt, but maybe you can. And after that, you should try to take some time off. So that's kind of the plan. And I mean, if I can't ride, I can't ride. It just sucks. Like, now with the whole Olympic qualification and all that, we don't have that many World Cups to get points. And that's seriously the reason that I'm kind of trying. Otherwise, I would have just skipped it, be like, okay, I'll just try for the next event.
So right now, where is Venezuela in the country rankings for the Olympic qualification?
Right now, we're in 4th place for their rankings, the nation's ranking for the Olympics. So it's Australia, USA, England, Venezuela, Russia, and then 6th place is Kenneth, with Costa Rica.
So you and Kenneth are both kind of doing this all on your own.
We are. So we had a national championship in Venezuela, and that helped a little bit because 2nd place gathered some points. Kenneth is going to go through the same now when they have the national championship in Costa Rica. But yeah, we're basically doing it on our own just because we're the most predominant riders in our countries. There's a couple of the guys from Venezuela here. I think there's a couple of guys from Costa Rica, but they don't have the experience of this, really long and crazy events. I don't really see them doing amazing. They can do maybe okay, but it's just tough because Russia has 3 quite powerful riders. Like they do well pretty much everywhere. England has 5 guys, and they're all kind of all over the place at the moment, but they are all really good riders that they can all gather points fairly easy. And USA and Australia, they're in a whole different level. So
you're in a situation here where the whole thing's kind of on your back for Venezuela, and this injury could kind of be a big ball up.
Yeah, right now, so when this happened, I figured, well, just take the next cup off. It's cool. But then I'm like, dude, if I can just get some points, I don't want to get to the end of the cycle and be like, dude, if I would have got those 20 points, I could have made it. If I would have gotten whatever, because I feel like it's gonna be minimal. By the end of next year, I think it's gonna be tight between Costa Rica, myself, maybe Russia, maybe England, even Croatia could come up. My rank is quite far back at the moment. But yeah, you also have the Worlds. So the Worlds is pretty much your last chance to make it in, because the top 2 non-qualified countries get a spot for the Olympics. So I just don't want to leave it, to the end. I want to try to do my homework now. And, if it doesn't work out now, well, definitely going to stand out at the Worlds. But again, I don't want to miss out on a few points. If I miss out for a few thousand points, like, okay, cool, I rode bad, done. But I don't want to be left out just because there's something like this.
So what would you say the goal is for this week? Do you want to is making finals a possibility or no?
I think finals will be tough. I think I could probably make it through qualis. The hard part of qualis is that both runs count. So I think I could, kind of toughen up and do one good run. I'll see second run, I'll probably be a bit more chill. If I make it in and the hand is not too sore. Like today, I woke up and my hand is purple. So I can see that it's definitely, some wear and tear on that from
your body doesn't want you to be doing this.
Yeah. So but semifinals is best run counts. If I can just do one run and see where that gets me, cool. If not, but yeah, I know that to make it to finals, it would be tough. Especially again, I'm like jumping all scared, like I don't want to case, I don't want to land flat, and there's an obstacle here. The tombstone is gnarly, like can't really jump it. If I miss that, like that'll be the end of the weekend. So just kind of I'm relying on experience now and taking it easy and turning it up when it has to be, and that's it really. That's all I can do.